Hello everybody, Damon Anthony here, back to you today in the FWE test kitchen, and today we are going to be making actually one of my favorite desserts. We're going to be doing a little peach cobbler today in our RH18 Retherm oven. We're going to put a little spin on it today, not just your basic peach cobbler, but another fruit that pairs exceptionally well with peaches are raspberries. So we're actually going to do a little peach raspberry cobbler today. I went ahead and peeled these and sliced these just a little while ago. If you don't want to use fresh peaches, you can use a frozen peach. You can also use canned peaches. You're going to be able to get a pretty similar end product. But since we are down here in Tennessee, wanted to take advantage of some nice fresh local peaches before they went out of season. And we're just looking at about a 1/4 inch slice on these guys. Delicious. Let me get this chewed up before I finish talking. How you doing up there, guy? Good. All right. I just have these macerating in a little sugar. So just wash your raspberries and then just sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar to help draw some of the sugar and juice out of those raspberries. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and start cooking down our peaches. If you decide to use a frozen peach, eliminate this step, but make sure the peaches are thawed and most of the juice has been separated from the peaches. If you're going to use a canned product, a canned peach, again, you're going to eliminate this step of the recipe right here. And so we have our peaches going here. Now we also want to use the first portion of our granulated sugar. So this is about 2½ cups of granulated sugar. Since I'm going to be doing this in 2 batches, I'm only going to use about half of this. Go ahead and give those a little toss. Let that sugar start to cook down, and that will help bring out some of the juice of the peaches as well. So really, you're not really looking for the peaches to completely cook down. You just want to make sure that that sugar is dissolved, and you'll start to see a nice little glaze starting to form with the natural peach juice when it mixes with the sugar. The best part of skiing for me was like riding the snow lift, the ski lift up to the top of the mountain. That was pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Oh man, are they getting me in jeans? Don't really want to overcook these. Don't want to cook these. They're going to have almost an hour in the oven, so they're going to have plenty of time to get soft. So we'll go ahead and cut that heat. So we want to go ahead and start with our butter, and we're just going to go ahead and get this butter in the pan and get it melted. That's how you always know if you're in a dirty kitchen. It'll sound like that. Dirty floor, it'll sound like sugar's on the floor. All right, so while we're starting to let that melt, we're actually going to go ahead and go into the cobbler portion of the peach cobbler. So really simple here. Just a couple of ingredients: whole milk, all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, baking powder, and a little bit of salt. We're going to go ahead and add our flour, our sugar, our baking powder, and our salt. So go ahead and give these a nice little whisk to make sure all those dry ingredients are mixed well. Butter's really starting to melt. We'll just go ahead and kill the heat on that. and just let the heat from the pan continue to melt that butter. Now we're just going to go ahead and add our whole milk. You don't want to over mix this, so just mix it until all the ingredients come together. And really what you're looking for is just a nice batter consistency, just like that. So I'm just going to bake this in a standard 2-inch deep hotel pan with an insert so I don't have to wash too many dishes later. We're just going to add our melted butter right to the bottom of that pan. Just give that a nice coating all the way around your pan. I like to go up the sides just a little bit. Let that butter coat your pan. And then we're actually just going to go ahead and add our batter that we just made directly to the pan. Now we're just going to go ahead and start spooning our peaches right on top of the batter and butter mixture. Now we're going to go ahead and sprinkle on the raspberries that we had macerating a little bit earlier. One last stop before we get this to get ready to go to the oven. Just got a quick little mixture of a little cinnamon sugar here. It's going to create a really nice crunch on the top when this bakes. But you can see this batter is really, really loose. Everything's just kind of moving together. Maybe doesn't look quite right, but once this comes out of the oven, you'll see exactly what we're after. So we're going to go ahead and load the Peach Raspberry Cobbler into our Retherm oven. We're going to go ahead and set this up. We're going to cook this at 350 degrees. We're going to set our cook method by time. We're going to set the cook time for 40 minutes. Going to have the whole temperature hold at 150 degrees, just in case you want to serve it hot directly out of the oven. We're going to add no moisture to this cook. We're going to add no moisture to the hold, and we're actually going to keep the vents closed. We have got our Peach Raspberry Cobbler fresh out of the RH18. That definitely doesn't suck. It's tasty. That's tasty.